Turn some air conditioning on in this truck. It's getting hot. Just got my clothes changed, got everything taken care of, got the bird cleaned up, tagged in, and I think I've got everything packed. Pretty sure I shut the tailgate. I'll have to go check. But I'm thinking we're gonna point this truck north a little bit earlier than I had anticipated, and we're gonna go to Minnesota for couple days by ourselves, and then I'm supposed to meet up with Corey up there, and if I don't kill a bird by then I'm gonna hunt with Corey starting Friday. It's Monday now, so I've got a lot of time to get up there and just relax, find a hotel room, because I could use a shower right about now. Actual size bed, not the back seat of my truck, and who knows, we may do some prospecting around on public ground up there, and maybe we'll find one up there that wants to play the game, like this old boy here did this afternoon. So yeah, let's go ahead and point this truck north, and let's head on up there. Yeah, that's rain. Finished up scouting this spot back here. Saw a little bit of sign. Looked like someone had shot a bird back there. There was a jake leg laying in the parking lot that was kind of old. There was a feather laying in the access trail walking back. I bumped into a hen back there. Not a bad looking spot. I'll definitely keep it in the back of my mind in case I need to. But I'm looking at the radar and it's showing a line of pop-up showers like that one coming right at me. So what my plan is now, since I don't want to get caught in that, is to just drive straight through it and try and get on the other side of it as it passes, and go scout another chunk of public that I found on the map. And then hopefully by the time it passes there, I'll walk around that area, and then hopefully it'll have moved through here, and I'll be able to jump over to another spot kind of north of here and scout it out, and hopefully that'll put me close to evening, and I'll be able to start roosting and hopefully put one to bed. So got all the windows up because we're about to get wet here in about the next 3 minutes maybe, and we're gonna drive through it and see if we can't go put some eyes on some birds or some ears on some birds here in a little while. So I just stopped the truck up there. I drove down this road and stopped up there at that corner. And I walked way out the other side of that cut cornfield. About halfway across it, at least one, if not two birds fired off back in here somewhere. And when I did that laughing on the hooter there, I think he gobbled down in here. Pheasants out here everywhere. I'm pretty sure he gobbled down in this holler right here. So I thought there was two of them, but I could be wrong. It may only be one. I think he was gobbling at those crows initially. So sweet. The rain just blew through, the sun poked out, and he started gobbling. So I'm gonna try and drop a pin on him and then leave him be, I guess. Well, that's what we're looking for. He's a little bit farther off of public than I'd like him to be. But there's birds out here. Here's another one. I just saw a hen right here on the left side of the road. I thought, man, there's got to be a tom around here somewhere. Sure enough, there he is standing out there. He's got one hen with him, it looked like. Maybe we'll come up here and find a couple more at this next spot. Alright, so I just came across this big ridge top. I could see all the way down this big windy cornfield. I thought, man, I'll just throw the binos up since I could see so far. And I could see at least one strutter and maybe another tom within a flock of hens. You won't be able to see them, they're way out there. Let me see if I can... So, see this black dot right here, this big clump of trees? They're on like the next ridge beyond that black dot. They're way out there, like probably 400 plus yards. I could just barely see them with the binoculars. But we're in birds, he's out there strutting. Like I said, at least one tom that's strutting, maybe another one that's not. So, and I don't know how many hens, there's probably 6 or 7 birds right there in that flock. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them. We may stick with them till evening and see which way they fly into their roost. And definitely drop a pin on them, maybe come back here in the morning. All right, well, I got eyes on a bird. He's still way out there, probably 400 or so yards or more. But through the glass, he looks like a longbeard. He's popping in and out of strut and picking around. There's a hen about 150 or 200 yards closer in between him and I. And I'm just barely peeking up through the cut corn. He's way over there on another ridge, but he's on public. So I'm gonna try and stick with these birds till dark. There's another bird still gobbling back off my left shoulder. So I'm gonna drop down over the bank and try and slip around the edge of these woods and keep an eye on him and try and figure out where he roosts at, and then slip out of here in the late evening and hopefully get all the way back in here in the morning. I'll have to get in here early. Freaking pheasants everywhere. Crazy. We're in birds. Now we just gotta get out here in the morning and get one killed, hopefully. They still got hens with them, so this may be slightly difficult. Kid you not, I just walked around here, saw like 3 hens going up over the hill. I peeked up over and I could see another hen. She kind of caught movement. I looked farther up the hill to the right, and here comes a big old longbeard kind of popping in and out of strut. And then right behind that here comes 6 jakes. I assume they're chasing after that gobbler. So I don't know if they'll run him clear out of here or what they're gonna do, but I may have to tuck back in the brush here and hide for a minute. We'll see how this works out. Alright, I just got back over here. The farmer left this big tractor out here in the field, so I'm kind of using it as some cover. I've got a hen straight over the hill behind me. Somewhere back on this other hillside. Kind of working away from me, but that evening sun is just lighting me up. And then, I'll show you. Somewhere where this field kind of rolls back, it goes back in there in the woods, is where those the lone longbeard and the 6 jakes and a couple hens were, and then the field beyond it there was another lone strutter, but I think he was on private. So my plan now is to just kind of sit here and wait for that sun to go down and listen to see where I can hear birds roost gobbling from. But I think I'm probably going to end up working back out that field where I just came and try and get set up on either of those 2 longbeards that are out there. I know they got hens with them, but with those jakes sticking around, they may not let those longbeards get real close to those those hens, because they came running off that hill pretty hard when they saw that longbeard. So we'll have to stick it out here and see what we can hear, and then get after them in the morning. All right, here we go. First morning in Minnesota. It's kind of chilly this morning, probably 40, I think 45 or 48 degrees, something like that. But he's back up here where I tried to roost yesterday. I heard one bird way down over the hill from the truck, but he's in some nasty brush, and I'm not entirely sure if he ain't on private on the other side of the road. So I'm going to start walking early. I got quite a hike ahead of me, and it's a clear morning, so that sun's going to start getting bright early. I'm going to walk all the way out back in there where I seen those birds yesterday and try and get set down somewhere. If I can find a good enough tree in the dark. Or just kind of hang out on the edge of a field somewhere in the cover, in the brush, or in the shadow of a tree or something, until I can kind of feel my way around there and figure out what these birds are going to do. So I'm going to throw the vest on, get the gun loaded, get the camera ready, and then we'll start hiking. So far, I can only hear one bird gobbling. I'm sitting right here on this fence line of public and private, facing back out into this public field right here. There's a bird way down there from my hill, way over there gobbling. I don't figure he's even in the realm of possibility of coming up here, but I'm clear on the backside of where I saw all them birds yesterday. One of the strutters was out in this field, and the rest of them were out in the field in front of me. So there's got to be something around here just not gobbling. So we're going to hang tight, wait them out, and see if they come down quietly. Go get it done right there. That bird started gobbling right over here on the private, literally less than 100 yards from me. Gobbled. He didn't gobble a whole lot. Probably maybe 5 times all morning. I just out of the corner of my eye caught him pitch down, and he started drumming just down over the other side of this little hill I'm on right here. I'm covered up in all this tall grass, so I don't think he could see through the grass. And then it just started to fade out. He kind of drifted away from me. And then a little while later, those 2 hens came out here in this field. One walked straight down off to my left, got out behind me. The other one drifted off to the right, flew the fence, and got out behind me, and they're still standing out in this private field. But I hear more birds gobbling deeper into the private where I came, or deeper into the public where I came from. So
I'm gonna try to slip out of here without spooking these hens, but either way, I'm gonna have to try and get off of this fence and get back out here into this public field and see if I can find some more birds. Just come around this field edge, I could see a bird standing out here. Kinda couldn't tell what it was. I just backed up immediately. He was standing there looking. It kinda looked like a male bird, but I couldn't tell what it was. So we're gonna sit tight and see if we can't yelp him up around this corner. sneaking, baby. Oh, the Mohican Sneakin worked. Booyah, baby. The Mohican Sneakin. I knew as soon as he got down over this hill I could crawl up on him. Crap, sucker's getting up again. I think he's done. I'll try and run up here and grab him. He got down in the woods. Okay, right there he is. Crap. Oh, Lord have mercy, what a rush. All right, I'll break the big camera off the tripod here for a second. I'll kind of break down what's going on. So I was sitting, if y'all can see behind me, way up over this hill. There's a fence line that cuts across the top of that hill, gets me level with this flat top where I was seeing all these turkeys yesterday. When I came out from that direction, down in this area, heard a gobbler over there, had a couple hens come by me. Nothing worked out. Didn't get eyes on the gobbler, just two hens. Came back through here, trying to keep the sun as much to my back as I can. Right here it's beating down me on from the left side, so it's not ideal, but it works. Come around this bend right here, and I'll show y'all. I caught a glimpse of a big old, he wasn't strutting, he was just standing out there. And I had to duck back, and I moved back, and I started calling, and he wouldn't answer, and I thought I spooked him. And I come up this edge right here, saw him, and then ducked down into all this nasty brush. I've got a little burrow right here where my vest is at, and yelped to him as he was standing right out in there, and he come to strut, but he would never come off top of that little knoll right there. And I thought, man, he's got to have hens with him if he ain't coming to me. And sure enough, he had two hens. I sat here for goodness, I don't know how long. Probably, it felt like a half hour. Probably wasn't that long. Yelping periodically. I realized he wasn't going to come to me, so I quit calling at him. And he just walked back and forth on that road. I couldn't get any camera on it because of the brush. My autofocus was wanting to focus in on the brush, but you can kind of see his blurred out image in the back behind all that brush. But I had it in the back of my mind that if he breaks that hill in full strut, he's going to keep strutting. And I thought, about the time his tail fan disappears over that roll, and it's not a gradual roll, it doesn't drop off, but it's not gradual. I thought I could sneak up to that road and get a shot at him. Well, just that, as soon as that tail fan went down over that hill, I picked up, left my vest there, moved the camera out here, and grabbed my gun, grabbed the GoPro, clicked on the Tacticam. I don't even know if the Tacticam caught it all. I think the battery's starting to die on it. Worked my way up there. Once I got to the knoll, I started crawling, and there's a little tuft of green grass up there you can't see that was kind of shielding my face as I was peeking up over the rise. And I saw his hens. I could see the tip of his fan, and I crawled up there just far enough to where the hens kind of knew something was going on. And he was still strutting. I started yelping at him, and he turned around. He started coming back, but he only come about 5 yards, and that put him. I guessed him 45-50, and I wasn't letting him walk out of there at 45-50. With that Apex small town blend, 7.5s and 9s TSS through that retay,
Indian Creek 562 choke. I thought he's probably in range. So I yelped at him, moved a little bit, he stuck his head up, and I flung one at him, and I didn't think I hit him in the wing, but apparently I did. Broke one leg. I don't know if he broke his wing in the flip or broke his leg in the flip or what, but he's got one broken leg now and a broken wing. But I think I missed him on the second shot. I wasn't real sure. It was a panic shot when he was running down over the hill trying to get into the brush, and then I had to run him down in the brush and finish him off. But that's how it goes some days. I don't know what it is with me and double tapping all these longbeards now. Killed one in Iowa on Monday. This is Wednesday. I just bought this tag yesterday. Today was the start of season D out here in Minnesota, and I'll be danged if I didn't tag out on the first day of this season. So I think we'll go revisit a state that I'm not quite finished with yet. So we're gonna get him tagged up, dry him out a little bit, get some pictures, and then get him cleaned up, and we may get back on the road this afternoon. Well, all right, y'all, there you have it. Day one in Minnesota. Similar to Iowa. I was down there for one evening and then a day. So I'm feeling like the monkey's off my back right now. I started this season off pretty rough, and within the past 3 days I've killed 2 birds. So I'm feeling pretty fortunate right now. Just got off the phone with Dad. He's typically my first call. But I don't know where I'm going to go to now. Maybe back to Indiana. I think I've got some unfinished business over there. I'm not even sure where that bird was at, because he was out here in this field strutting around when I come around there. I sat all the way back there on that fence line. By the time I come around here, he was already out here strutting. He didn't make a peep. Moved down in the brush, set up on him. He wouldn't come in. He ended up working off that knoll and had put the old Mohican Sneak on him, and ended up body shooting him. I'm not real thrilled about that, but at the end of the day, I put him down as quick as I could, and we got another one to take back home to Ohio with us. So it's been a pretty good morning. I'm going to sit here and relax and take it all in for a minute, and catch you guys on the next one.
Flows through my veins.